The Modern Slavery Act: Provisions, Compliance, and Sustainability. Presentation Overview. Modern Slavery Act. We'll explore the history of the Modern Slavery Act and its key provisions, including reporting requirements and supply chain transparency. We'll discuss the role of organizations and governments in combating modern slavery. Compliance and prevention. We'll discuss how organizations can comply with the Act and ensure that they are not inadvertently complicit in modern slavery. We'll explore best practices for prevention and mitigation of modern slavery in supply chains and operations. Sustainability. Sustainability is a concept that emphasizes the need to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. This section will explore the importance of environmental sustainability and how it relates to the Modern Slavery Act, and the importance of social sustainability, how it also relates to the Modern Slavery Act. Modern Slavery Act Overview. The Modern Slavery Act was introduced in 2015 to tackle modern slavery, a significant human rights issue. The Act established tough penalties for perpetrators of slavery and forced labor, including a maximum life sentence for the most serious offenses. The Act addresses the issue of forced labor, human trafficking, and slavery in business operations and supply chains to protect vulnerable workers and ensure ethical business practices. History of the Modern Slavery Act. Introduction of the Modern Slavery Act. The Modern Slavery Act was introduced by the UK government in 2015 as the first law of its kind in the world to combat modern slavery and improve the working conditions of people, followed by Australia in 2018 and other countries. Requirements for organizations. The Modern Slavery Act requires organizations to take steps to identify and address modern slavery risks in their operations and supply chains, making them accountable for their actions. Key provisions of the Act. Reporting requirements. The Modern Slavery Act requires organizations to produce an annual statement outlining the steps taken to identify and address modern slavery risks in their operations and supply chains. Penalties for non-compliance. Companies that do not comply with the Modern Slavery Act are subject to heavy fines, legal action, and reputational damage. Guidance on identifying and addressing modern slavery risks. The Modern Slavery Act provides guidance and best practices on how organizations can identify and address modern slavery risks in their operations and supply chains, including risk assessments, due diligence, and remediation measures. Complying with the Modern Slavery Act. Identifying modern slavery risks. Organizations need to identify modern slavery risks in their operations and supply chains to take effective steps to prevent it. This includes mapping suppliers and identifying potential risks through audits and assessments. Reporting on modern slavery efforts. Organizations need to report on their efforts to prevent modern slavery in their operations and supply chains. This includes publishing an annual statement outlining the steps taken to address modern slavery risks. Ensuring compliance with the Act. Organizations need to take steps to ensure compliance with the Modern Slavery Act, including implementing policies and procedures, training staff, and engaging with suppliers to promote compliance. Identifying modern slavery risks. Modern slavery. Modern slavery is a global issue that affects millions of people around the world. Organizations need to identify modern slavery risks in their operations and supply chains to ensure ethical and responsible business practices. Due diligence. Conducting due diligence is a crucial step in identifying modern slavery risks in business operations and supply chains. It involves a thorough and systematic assessment of risks and vulnerabilities. Risk assessment. Assessing risks is an important part of identifying modern slavery risks in business operations and supply chains. It involves analyzing the likelihood and potential impact of risks and vulnerabilities. Reporting requirements under the Act. Modern Slavery Act. The Modern Slavery Act requires organizations to publish a statement on their efforts to identify and address modern slavery risks in their organizations and supply chains, ensuring that they are not contributing to the exploitation or suffering of others. Reporting requirements. The reporting requirements under the Act require that organizations publish a statement on their efforts to address modern slavery risks in the operations and supply chains. The statement should be publicly available and easily accessible. Preparing a statement. Preparing a statement on modern slavery requires organizations to assess their operations and supply chains, identify potential risks, and take steps to address those risks. The statement should outline the organization's policies, procedures, and due diligence processes. Steps to ensure compliance. Develop policies and procedures. Organizations need to develop policies and procedures to ensure compliance with the Act. This involves conducting a risk assessment and developing a plan to address any identified risks. Training staff and working with suppliers. Organizations need to train their staff on the Act and its implications for their business operations. Working with suppliers to mitigate modern slavery risks is also important. Sustainability. Environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability focuses on preserving natural resources and reducing the negative impact of human activities on the environment. Social sustainability focuses on improving the quality of life for all people and promoting social cohesion and equity while creating a healthy and safe environment for all. Economic sustainability focuses on creating a sustainable economy that provides opportunities for all people, promotes sustainable business practices, and supports local communities. Governance in ESG helps to ensure accountability and transparency in sustainability efforts, which makes a company economically sound in the long run. Environmental sustainability. Concepts of environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability refers to the responsible use and conservation of natural resources, preserving ecosystems, and ensuring a healthy planet for future generations. Importance of environmental sustainability. Environmental sustainability is critical to the long-term survival of humanity and the planet. It helps to preserve natural resources and ecosystems, mitigating the effects of climate change and promoting sustainable economic growth. Impact on business operations. Environmental sustainability has a significant impact on business operations. It requires businesses to adopt sustainable practices, reduce waste, and minimize environmental impact, promoting long term economic growth while addressing environmental concerns. Green supply chain. Sustainability in supply chain management. Green supply chain is a sustainable approach that integrates environmental considerations into the supply chain management, reducing the carbon footprint and minimizing environmental impact. Benefits of grain supply chain. Grain supply chain offers numerous benefits to businesses and the environment, including cost savings, improved brand image, and reduced environmental impact. Social sustainability. Concept of social sustainability. Social sustainability is about creating inclusive and fair societies that provide equal opportunities for all. It involves promoting social justice, equity, and human rights, while also improving the quality of life for all members of society. Importance of social sustainability. Social sustainability is important because it promotes a more just and equitable society, which can lead to higher levels of social well being, economic growth, and environmental sustainability. Additionally, it can help businesses to build better relationships with their stakeholders and improve their social license to operate. Ethical sourcing, sustainability. Ethical sourcing is a sustainable approach to purchasing that takes into account the social and environmental impacts of a product or service, ensuring that it is produced in an ethical and socially responsible manner. Social responsibility. Ethical sourcing aims to ensure that the products or services purchased are produced in a socially responsible manner that respects human rights, provides fair wages, and safe working conditions. Business benefits. Ethical sourcing can help businesses achieve their social sustainability goals, improve reputation with customers and suppliers, reduce risk, and increase transparency in the supply chain. Conclusion. Modern Slavery Act and Sustainability. Modern Slavery Act and sustainability are interconnected. Addressing modern slavery is not only a moral obligation, but also a key aspect of sustainable development. Positive impact on society and environment. By adopting sustainable practices, businesses can create a positive impact on society and the environment while also addressing the issue of modern slavery. Thank you.